Welcome back, all my fragrance fanatic friends and beauty besties. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. And if you're not, that's okay. You know, sometimes we have bad days. And if you ever need a friend or somebody to talk to, you can always DM me on Instagram or email me. All my information is in the description box below. So today, before we get started, I want to know what you all are rocking today. What is your all scent of the day? Please comment it down below. I love talking to you guys, you know, just chit-chatting with you in the comment section. It doesn't even have to be about perfume, although, you know, I love talking about perfume, but it can be about anything. I just love talking to you guys. So it has come to my attention that some of you out there are looking for long-lasting perfumes. So I really went through my collection to figure out which ones are the longest lasting perfumes that I have in my collection. And I'm going to share them with you today. I will leave the links to where I purchased everything in the description box below. If any of them are Amazon links, I do get commission from that. So without further ado, let's get started. I do want to start by saying that for me personally, longevity is not a deal breaker in a perfume. I am completely okay with a perfume that lasts 2 hours, 4 hours, anything. It really doesn't matter to me most of the time. Now, of course, if it's a $300 perfume that's only lasting 2 hours, that's a different story. It just depends on the price point and what type of perfume it is, you know. And I like to switch out my perfumes throughout the day. I am always constantly changing my mind, and I love experiencing different scents throughout the whole day. I never just stick with just one. And so that's why longevity is not a big deal for me. But if I am going out for the day and I'm gonna be gone all day, yes, I absolutely want a perfume that I know that I can trust that's gonna perform for me. So the next thing I want to say very quickly is that we are all different. I am me, you are you. And depending on your climate, depending on how hydrated you are, depending on how your skin type is, do you have drier skin, do you have oilier skin? So many different factors go into play on how a particular perfume is going to perform on you. So I can only speak to the perfumes that are performing great on me. So just keep that in mind as we go through these perfumes together. Let's start off with the Donna Born in Roma, the OG. She is absolutely amazing. I can always depend on her. It's not just the longevity, but it's also the projection. I feel like the projection and the longevity are amazing with her. And it's a very pleasant, people-pleasing scent. You know, not a lot of people aren't going to enjoy this type of scent on you. And it's really good, in my opinion, for just about any time of year, just about for any occasion I can think of. She's just a really good go-to and last and last and last. And since we just got done talking about the original, let's go ahead and bring up the Intense. Donna Born in Roma, Intense. This one is a heavy jasmine with some amber vanilla. She's sexy, intoxicating, and in my opinion, only meant for the coldest days of the year because the warmer weather, it's like the jasmine is it's so strong in here, it's almost too much. But it's great when it's cold outside, you're still gonna get that projection. Sometimes I feel like cold weather can just smother out your perfumes. But not with this one. Like this one will cut through that cold, and it will be beast mode energy, longevity, projection, all that for you all day long. And next, let's do the J'adore L'Or. You all are familiar with this one if you've been around my channel for a while. She's amazing. Now, you won't always smell her when you're not moving. It's really when you're moving, when your hair is blowing in the wind, stuff like that. That's when, you know, when you're walking across a room, that's when this really, like, I don't know, it just kind of comes alive. It feels like it starts to stir on your skin and waft off you as you're moving. And I feel like the longevity on this is all day on my skin, for sure, without a doubt. And the projection is amazing. Like I said, but more when you're actually moving about. Like, I don't know, something about movement with this perfume just really just amplifies the scent and makes it smell it's so intoxicating. Love this one. Another super heavy hitter would be my $17 Liz Claiborne Bora. This goes the distance, let me tell you. You gotta love tuberose, like a sweet, creamy coconut. There's no coconut in the notes of this, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I haven't posted up here, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there's no coconut in this perfume, but the tuberose in this perfume comes off extremely coconut, sweet coconut. And it's creamy, and there's a tropical vibe, and there's also this aquatic, I don't know, it's just very aquatic and fresh at the same time. Absolutely love this perfume, but it projects, like, I feel like I smell it all around me, like this huge, thick bubble. And it's one of those scents that I can really like smell on me pretty strongly throughout the entire day. And it's perfect for like spring and summertime, and the longevity. All day long is longevity. I don't have any problems with performance with this one. And again, it's $17. Well, it's like between $17 and $20, depending on what website you go on, but still like a really inexpensive perfume that's a amazing performer. So let's go with, another one that's kind of in the same ballpark, different but similar. The Ivory Musk. This one is also fairly inexpensive. I think it was maybe $30-ish, $35. And this one is kind of like the Bora in the sense that it's like this cloud, like I feel like this cloud is surrounding me all day. But with this one, it's a musky cloud, not the animalistic type of musk, but more of the clean, creamy, sweet type of musk. And it's just creamy, sweet, fluffy, musky cloud just surrounding you all day. This is beast mode. This is on an even higher level of beast mode. And it will, like I said, projection, longevity is insane with this. The next one we have here is the Cashmere Palo Santo. I picked this up earlier this month because I had heard so many people like raving about it. I know it's been super popular, and I will say I'm a little shocked at why it's so popular. Because like, for instance, Donna, born in Roma. I understand why this is so popular, why so many people have it or have worn it at one time, because it's such an easygoing, people-pleasing scent. I figured this would be the same type of thing, like it must be something a lot of people enjoy, but this is a very particular scent profile. I mean, it's very like narrow there. You gotta really like certain type of scent profile to like this perfume, and I just wasn't expecting that. To me, this comes off extremely smoky on my skin, and me and smoky, sometimes we get along and sometimes we don't. I love incense. Incense is different. It's thicker and sweet. It's thick, sweet. Oh, love incense. Smoke is different. It's more airy and smells more like actually like burning wood. So two totally different things, but in the same family. And this one is like smoky on me. I like the smoke surrounding me for the first 15, 20 minutes. And then after that, I start to pick up, like the Palo Santo has a little bit of like just a pinch of like a citrus in the wood is what I'm getting, but I'm getting no peach whatsoever for sure. I do not dislike this perfume. It's not a love though. I would say it's a strong like right now. I'm still getting used to the fact that it just wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I will say this perfume, it has like a sensual vibe to it, but also this like calming vibe at the same time, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm still unsure how I feel about this perfume. You know, sometimes it can take months before you really fall in love with the perfume. So I'm going to give it time. You know, we're going to take this slow. Me and her, we're going to take it slow, start dating each other a little bit, and just see where it takes us, see where this relationship takes us. We'll see. But I bring this up for this video because, wow, is it amazing with projection and longevity. I can definitely I definitely have a scent bubble around me of Palo Santo, and it's and the longevity is all day long with this. I don't have any problems with that. I'm really curious to know if the other Donna Karens, if they perform just as good. I would like to get my nose on the new vanilla one. I wonder if I would like that even more than this one. I don't know, we'll see. Or the fig. I also want to get my nose on the fig one. But I bought the full bottle, you know, going into it because I thought like, oh my gosh, everyone seems to love this, so I'm sure I'll love it too. But it's definitely not as, I don't know, it's just not I feel like it's not a crowd-pleasing scent in my opinion, but that's okay. Like I've got Lacti Divina, which is the dupe for Blanche Bed. That is not a crowd-pleasing scent, but I love it. She's one of my favorites. So that's not a deal breaker or anything. I need to, you know, I need to get used to her a little bit more. We'll see what happens. And then very quickly, I'll just show you the Eternal Coffee. I know most of y'all are sick of hearing about it, and this is definitely not a spring perfume by any means. This is one that I'll be putting away and bringing back out for the winter time. You know, it's like a caramel coffee scent, very creamy, sweet. I wanted to show it though, because there are some people out there that watch me that are moving into fall and winter where they live. And some people like me, we're moving into spring, summer. So I wanted to have a variety of, you know, some more colder weather perfumes that are good performing and more warmer weather perfumes that are good performing. And this is one of those inexpensive ones that it's eternal and it won't come off your clothes. You got to wash your clothes because it sticks on your clothes like glue. And yeah, so projection, longevity is amazing with this one. And then I will also mention, I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people out there do not like this perfume. And I can understand why. This is one of those perfumes that is not a crowd pleaser, but that's okay because this is my number one in the collection. Like you guys, I'm serious. I went through my entire collection thinking, okay, if I could only pick one for the rest of my life, which would it be? You guys, I mean, it's the Aromatics Elixir. It really is, but it's got to be the older formula. It's got to be, well, okay. So the newer formulation smells more clean, and I get more of that aldehydes, and it's not as sweet, and I don't get as much incense in the newer formulation. But the older formulation, that's the good one. It's so like rolling around like you're some sort of like wood fairy rolling around in the dirt, and I don't know. So I noticed that the Aromatics Elixir that are made from, I think it was 2020. I don't know. I'd have to look it up again. I think it's like from 2020 on to today's date. Those ones smell different. The ones that I have were made in like 2017, 2018, 2019, in that realm, like before 2020. And let me tell you, my husband, he has smelt both of those perfumes. Like, well, they're both Aromatics Elixir, but they're just from different years. And he swears they are two totally different perfumes. He cannot stand, like he despises the newer formulation. Loves the older formulation, one of his favorites. Now, I say formulation, but I really don't know if that's what it is. I want your all's help out there. Do you all know, is it a newer formulation, or is it the fact that it's been sitting for 5, 6, 7 years before I'm using it. So maybe the juice is, had time to like marinate. I don't know. Please let me know if you all have any information about that, because I'm so curious. But I'm definitely on the lookout now for those older formulation bottles, because that's where it's at. That is where it's at. And then another amazing performer is the Libre Le Parfum. Now, honestly, the regular Libre, the Libre Intense, and this one, I think they're great performing as far as projection and longevity goes. But this one is my favorite out of the collection. So this is the one I have. And this is a perfect, I wouldn't say it's good for like hot weather, but like cooler temperatures into fall time, early winter time. This one with the honey and the bourbon vanilla, and I just, and that little bit of lavender to make things interesting, Just, oh, I love this one. It's very intoxicating. It's a very sexy perfume for sure. And it, like I said, amazing with longevity and projection. So these next 3 are honorable mentions. I wanted to talk about Candied Lychee. This one is just an amazing, feminine, sweet perfume. Love it. And it lasts forever and ever and ever and ever and ever on my skin. But the projection does fade after about, like I don't like actually set a timer, but I would say in between 6 to 8 hours, the projection fades into your skin and it becomes more of a skin scent. It will still be on you. The longevity is still there, but it's not going to project after that time as far as it did. Now, in the first 4-ish hours, for sure, it is like across the room. You can smell it, or at least how I spray it out. But then, it starts to, your scent bubble creeps in more and more and more until it's like, it's just on your skin. And so that's why I wanted to make this an honorable mention, because it is very long lasting on my skin, but the projection, does fade after a little while. And then I also wanted to bring up the Donna Born in Roma, the new one, the extra dose. Love this perfume. This one is just like a sweet, fruity candy, and that bourbon vanilla in there. Ooh. And I am starting to get a little hints of jasmine in there. But for me, what really takes that center stage is that candied, I don't want to call this a candy perfume, but it smells like a candied fruit. And the vanilla is what just just steals the show for me. And the jasmine is just kind of off in the back. That's why I didn't even notice it at first. I went through, well, I'm not at half. I'm at maybe 1/4 of this perfume. And it took me that long to even notice that there was any jasmine in there. So it definitely doesn't have anything close to the type of jasmine you're going to get in the other 2 Donnas. If you're worried about that. But anyway, so this one is really good with projection and longevity. I want to say I'm getting, depending on how hydrated I am, I'm getting about 6 to 8 hours of wear time, which is technically, that's great. For me, that's great, but I know some people want like all the way into the evening, so it doesn't quite get you all the way to the evening. But, she's close. So I wanted to mention her because she's really good, but not one of the best in the collection. And then also the Donna Born in Roma Green Stravaganza. I have to mention her as well. Now, I'm only getting, again, I don't time things. I want to say around 6 hours of wear. And why this is so important, why I want to bring this up, is because this is like, to me, I consider this a freshie. This is a freshie perfume. I would wear this to the gym, out of the shower. It could be an everyday perfume. It could be like a springtime scent, a summer scent, anything. This is really good go-to perfume, but normally freshies just don't last very long. I don't expect them to. but this one does. And that shocks me that it, like out of all my freshies, this is the longest lasting fresh scent in my collection. And then you also get like just a little bit of jasmine and vanilla. Like I feel like it's like a citrusy lime is what I'm getting. A very fresh citrusy lime, and it's not being taken over by anything else. Like all three of the citrusy lime, the jasmine, and the vanilla, they're all three harmoniously balanced. And it's powdery, fresh, just love this. But anyway, so this one, for what it is, it does amazing as far as performance and longevity, in my opinion. So that's why I wanted to mention it. So those are all of the longest lasting perfumes I have in my collection. I would love to know, are you guys kind of like me? Do you like to switch it up throughout the day with your perfumes? Or are you somebody that just, one perfume per day? I'm so curious to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember to seize the day and overspray. Bye guys.